Alright, so I thought instead of spending 220 quid at Hitchcock's, I love Hitchcock's, sure, I can spend all my money there, but 220 quid for a tacho, I just thought, it's a bit much, isn't it? And also it had a little LCD thing on it that I don't really want. I just want to keep it really simple, and so I bought off that eBay, I bought for 9 quid a really rubbish, very cheap one, which will serve the same sort of purpose, and hopefully will look kind of OEM when it's done. I've made a couple of alterations to it. I've added a little switch which has got a little waterproof top on it, because I want to be able to darken it at night, because I don't want it like blaring in my eyes kind of thing. That was the issue with this thing, is that you could, at night when your eyes are really going for it, yeah, it's just a bit blinding, so I want to be able to turn the light off. So yeah, that's one of the things I've added, is a little switch, which I'm going to mount out of the side of the tacho, hopefully. The next weird custom thing that I've done is I have combined, out the back of this tacho, I've combined the red, white and yellow cables, so that I'm going to plug them into the white circuit, which on this bike is ignition on. So I only want red, white and yellow to have power when the ignition's on. Unlike, I mean, it's designed so that the red is always on, and there's lots of historical reasons why they do that when they designed speedos for boats and cars and stuff. But I don't want an aftermarket, very cheap bit of electronics to be always on, because I think that's a good way to have a fire, so I'm avoiding doing that. And therefore I've combined these 3 wires so that they're only getting power when the ignition's on. That's the second custom thing that I've done. The third custom thing that I've done is under here, under this heat wrap. So the green on this tacho, the green thing's the thing looking for the pulse. On this tacho, I've added in series, I've just chopped it and soldered it in. I've added a resistor. It's 10 kilo ohms, and I'm hoping that will protect the coil circuit from any feedback or any sort of large load from the tacho. I don't want it to like draw so much load that it affects the coil circuit, basically, because the ECU will have issues with that. So yeah, I've got, on the end of that, I've got just a bullet connector, which I'm going to connect to the wire that I've got running from the coil. And then on these two, I've got these little, what I'm going to do is just use the white and black cables from the old port of this thing. 2 bolts on the side of there, undo them, and then go in from the side. There's a bolt that you just loosen, and that means that you can do this. So just undo the 2 bolts at the back of the fuel tank, shift the fuel tank back 6 inches or whatever, and you can just about get to the 2-prong thing. I think it's not the orange wire, it's the other one, which I think is red and white. Anyway, it's the non-orange wire that goes to the coil circuit. That's the pulse wire, and then just fed the wire back up the front. Alright, so the green's going to my line to the coil, so it goes green, 10 kilo ohm resistor, bullet connector, and then that goes to the coil. And then the other 2 are, I'm grabbing them from what used to be the socket for the tripper. So one of them, the white lead, is going to the power, and then the black is going to go against black, obviously, that's earth, and that's it.